So here we are at East Park, which is Hull Parkrun. Unfortunately the one on the seafront was flooded today and cancelled, which is a shame. So luckily enough there's loads of parkruns up here, and after 3 or 4 days of torrential rain we've got this beautiful sunny morning. Check this out, this is supposed to be one of the, or when it was built anyway, one of the largest rock ornament structures, I think it said, in any park, built in the 1920s. Actually, it was inspired by 1878, the Khyber Pass in Afghanistan, when the British took that, and it was recreated here. And the lottery fund put this bridge back over it, but they created this thing out of rock. Weird. Right in the middle of the park. How weird. When I was a kid we grew up with this splash boat at Wicksteed Park, and this one was built in 1929 by Wicksteed and Co, one of the oldest ones in the country. Looks exactly the same. Many happy hours riding that. Oh wow, fabulous park this is. It's a lovely government building or something over there. Probably can't see it from here, but and there's the splash building, just like Wicksteed, straight down into the water, pulled back up by a cable. Great. And also look at the mosaic on the side of this building. Never seen anything quite like that.
Announcements to make today, so hopefully I will remember everything. So yeah, welcome to parkrun. I don't know what number it is today. Right, so we'll start with the health and safety. We check all the 25 parkruns, and we have a visitor from Battersea at Massey on 50 parkruns.
Good luck now.
Good luck everybody. I don't think I'll be going very fast.
We'll see you at the end when it's dark.
Right.
It's just the getting going, isn't it? You're right when you get going. This is my friend Carrie. Mrs. Park Walker today, taking me around.
Enjoying it, you know.
Sunshine's amazing, isn't it?
Yep, and 2 and a bit laps.
Brilliant. Hull Parkrun has the longest funnel ever. It's got to be a 1/4 mile. Oh mate, cheers. Well, thank you very much. Cheers. Myself a little map of where we're going, 3.5 miles each way. Well, we're at the Spurn Point Discovery Centre, and there's a Spurn Point over there down to the lighthouse. 3.5 miles each way. Just had cake and coffee at start, which is cool. One thing you got to know though is it's covered in high tide. Now low tide was luckily enough 9:45 this morning, and it's not high again till 4, so I've got plenty of time, but you need to allow plenty of time to get down and back. So it's worth checking that out before you book your day out here really. But anyway, back to the car, put my parking ticket in, it's £5 to park, and then down the road. And I would think most of it is no walking shoes required really. We'll see though. After weeks of rain we've actually got one of the hottest and sunniest days. There's a slight breeze, but it's beating warm. I've caught the tide just right, which is unbelievable. And all's good in the world. Coffee was great, cake was great, parkrun was great, and over there is proof that the tide's out. All the sand, mud banks right out, looking back over Hull, which you probably can't see on camera, but yeah, brilliant. I had high hopes that there was going to be a brick path, and there doesn't seem there is, unless I've missed it and it's further back. But she did tell me to walk on this side of the sea, because the nature reserve is over that side, so try and find some wet sand to walk on, make it easier. Yeah, it's amazing walking on sand, how it slows you down and slides you around a bit. But look at that. Lovely to see the sea on such a nice day. I just popped up to the ridge to see if there was any more concrete, because it looked like there was a road on the map, but there isn't. And it's amazing how walking on sand really engages your core, makes you walk for your 3 miles, which is great after a cake. But man, the noise here, proper seaside noise, it just smells great. And you can see the lighthouse in the distance. So, looking forward to getting down there. There's a gun emplacement as well from World War II, so yeah, I'd like to see that. There's some strange white rock here. Chalk, is it? I don't know. Obviously they put some defences up over there to protect it over the years. Amazing how much concrete there is. I've obviously tried to tie back the tide, and it's Mother Nature has always beaten it. Now we've got to climb. The lady in the cafe gives you a nice pep talk, and she said there's cliff erosion here. Obviously there was a nice path and road, and it's just all fallen in, and we're now on a kind of semi-hard path. So we've walked a mile. It's taken a little bit longer than normal, but I had the joy of a little bit of tarmac. Used to be a community down here. I saw an old BBC film about lifeboat men and a fire brigade person. They all used to live in some houses somewhere. I'm not quite sure where they were. Up until the 70s, I suppose. And they had that little community. Of course, all that's gone with the lighthouse keeper. I suppose that's all automated now. And now it's owned by, well, run by the Yorkshire Bird Trust, I think it is. Well worth the £5 to park. Yorkshire Wildlife Trust. That's what it says on that car there. Have a little shady nook here, in between two sandbanks on a nice path. Very easy to walk on. Sun's in my face, lovely. Days don't get much better than this. I thought you might be able to see the Humber Bridge from here, but actually I wouldn't know what quite direction to look in. I'll have to look at the end, because it's it took 21 minutes from the central hull to get here, so it's a fair old drive. I have to say the last mile has just been just gorgeous on this path. There's a slight breeze, but it's being held back by these dunes either side. There's hardly a breath of sound. You just hear your heartbeat basically, and just the occasional walker. And some sheep over there, some black sheep. And I can just see the bridge in the distance. It'll never pick up on this camera, but I mean it's rolled down the narrowing. So yes, after I've had my fish and chips at Withernsea, I'll head back over there. Coming up on the old lighthouse. It's not open today, she said, so I suppose it's a bit of a visitor centre. Looks like you can go over to the left and walk up. Maybe a footpath of some kind. Might come back that way. Yeah. Must admit, it's just pleasant walking up here. It's like keeping the wind off me. I've not got a coat on or anything. So I was talking about people living on here earlier on, and there is a set of houses in front of us. You can see the Coast Guard station, and there's some sort of radio thing here. This is called the Fort, and I was warned on the right hand side, if you can see this on the trees, can you see there's little like white cocoons on there? Very hard to see. Apparently that's a caterpillar. There's little signs saying don't touch them because they come out in the summer, and that's them in hibernation or whatever they do at this time of year. So, any naturalists about, this is a place to come. Yeah, here's the houses. Not sure how the vehicles get down here because there is a broken bit, so whether they have to go on the beach or not, I don't know. Hello there. Yeah, nice houses. Look quite modern actually. Modern timber frames and very alpine looking. What a view they've got though if you live here. And then there's a jetty out into the water. So I suppose at some point ships dock. When there was a base here just past the gun store, and obviously there's the gun emplacement down here, so the military were based here. Some old, some new. There's the Coast Guard station. I'm going to say all these old buildings here, they must be 1920s, 1940s sort of age, I would imagine, but maybe older. Sometimes you have the Napoleonic forts around the country, don't you? So they can be a lot older, especially with Hull. I mean, Hull was maritime before it was anything else. Out of nowhere come the gun emplacements, all hidden by shrubbery now. So interesting. Yeah. You can kind of explore, and should we go down there and have a look? I suppose most of the year it was bleak, but today marvellous. It's all buildings over there, and the gun emplacement was just there. I just met a team of people and she said keep going, it winds and curves and you get to the point eventually. I said is it far? She said no, not far, which to a marathon runner is hell because generally means there's about 6 miles at the end to finish. But yeah, it's all overgrown down here, which probably means it don't get washed away, which is good. And every now and again you get a high point that just gives you the greatest views. And I'm going to stop and put a coat on now because it's getting a little bit breezy. Oh, look at that. Marvellous. See the boats. One's coming in, one's going out. Gun emplacement over here. Sure. Cows. Everybody loves a good cow on a walk. And here we are at the point. Right on Spurn Point. I'm not going to go down on the beach, why not? Might go back that way actually. I saw 2 lifeboats. There's a little fort thing out in the water there. A couple of normal boats, tankers and things. Oh! Oh! And there we go. Almost feels like you could swim over to the other side of the Humber. And just in the distance, I saw it a bit earlier on. Can I see it now? No, I can't see the bridge from here. I think it's just round that bend. What an amazing walk. Absolutely amazing. On an amazing day. Yeah, I'll take a risk. I'll go around this way. God, feels like you could be in Scotland. Great long beach to walk on. Second lighthouse to look at. It's hard work though. After 3.5 miles of moving, it's taking its toll. I've not actually stopped much, so I could do with sitting down and taking 20 minutes off. I better get back before the tide gets up though, because there is that bit in the middle where there's signs saying, have you left enough time? We'll see. There's plenty of people down here, so I should think we'll be alright. Wow, that was a stretch of her legs coming up there. Some slippy sand. Make our way up to the black and white lighthouse now. Right up against the lighthouse. And back along there where we're going. God, it looks a long way back. We're at the end anyway. I think 3.5 miles is about right, but it's slippy slidey walking, so all adds to the fun. This is what I was talking about, the brown tail moth caterpillars. Oh, this is... maybe this is the one we walked past earlier, is it? Yeah, maybe we want to go up here. Walk back along the seafront. I thought that was a different lighthouse, but it's obviously the one we've looped back on. Back up again. There's a little concrete walk down there. I think it ends just there. And then we're back on this path. Oh yeah, so there's the two little sheds we walked by. So we circumnavigated all the houses down the bottom without seeing them. Never mind. The cafe at the start is beckoning me with another coffee and a cake, I think. The art of happiness lies in the power of extracting happiness from common things. Memories are better than dreams. Not all those who wander are lost. E-L-R-K, I think it says. Elric, is it? Oh. Quite profound on a fence in the middle of nowhere. This really shows where the old road was. There's a railway line down here, so that's where all the munitions came in, I suppose. And that's all the old road flattened down there. And we've got a newish path here. Nothing's going to hold back that tide though. A couple of good storms and it all gets washed away. Beware when you get to this beach part. On the way back, it's quite pleasant on the way there, but when you're tired, you got sort of 6.5 miles under your belt plus the parkrun. This is hell. It's all soft. You can't climb up there because it's roped off because of all the grass that's growing. All been planted to save this spit sort of thing. So yeah, leave a bit of time. Just enjoy it. And it's just buzzed at 8 miles. And we've got about 200 yards back to the car park. I'm going to ditch my stuff and go and have a coffee. And go and see if I can find something to eat. What a day though. Just blue skies all the way. So lucky. Right, it's 2 o'clock. I think we got here at 11, so it took about 2 3/4 hours to walk. There's the Discovery Centre on the left coming up. I know some people are parked behind me for free, but sticking in the car park's a £5, and at the end of the day you're maintaining it and giving you somewhere to go to the toilet. I think it's worthy £5, isn't it? Brilliant. There it is. Spurn Discovery Centre.